Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
With the beautiful Puget Sound. To our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. And this is caught by Watkins. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin. Knocking it away that time in coverage. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, 57, 57. Mike 50. Switch up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Wagner. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
14.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 12.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Go. 56, right there, 56. Check. Mike's 56. Check. You're not ready.
Second down and goal. Wilson steps away to his left. He finds Ursua. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Let's go. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. 23 yards on the play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's got room. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot. Field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And an alley to run. Young. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 63 yards. Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
But let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. The 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That's taken on a 25. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt. 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well. So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it? Absolutely. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead. And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game. The adjustment to the adjustment. Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Reggie Ragland, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that? But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up. Now Wilson throwing on third and long. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Kill. Good job right there. Kill. Turn up. Hayward. 56.
They'll try and throw forward with Wilson. Buying time to his left. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
12. Safety's creeping.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
56 is the mic.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
You let him Hey, 0, 0, 0. Hey, alert. 56, right there, 56.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
Check 50. Check.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Frank Clark, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes firing complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Wilson wants to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Steps away to his left. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Gordon, 44 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his RAC, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes, he's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the whip. Attack!
Mahomes going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.